You're floating in the vast, deep blue ocean. The water is cool against your skin, sunlight dancing through the waves above. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, buckle up, because you're about to experience what it's really like to be one of the ocean's most misunderstood creatures, the great white shark. And trust me, it's not the predatory paradise you might imagine. Let's rewind to your very first moments of existence. You're not peacefully developing in an egg like most fish. Oh no. You're one of 14 siblings crammed into your mother's womb, and here's the kicker. Only a few of you will make it out alive. Welcome to your first challenge, pre-birth battle royale. The rules? Eat or be eaten. Literally. While most creatures start bonding with their siblings before birth, you're engaged in something called intrauterine cannibalism. Fancy words for a not-so-fancy situation. You have to eat your brothers and sisters to survive. Talk about family drama. It's like a twisted version of Survivor Womb Edition. Except the stakes are actually life or death. Congratulations, you've won the pre-birth Hunger Games. You emerge into the ocean at an impressive 4 feet long. Pretty big for a baby, right? But don't expect any congratulatory hugs or nurturing guidance from mom. She's already swimming away, leaving you to figure out life in this big blue world all by yourself. No how to be a shark manual, no swimming lessons, no hunting tips. Just you, your instincts, and an ocean full of creatures who'd rather not become your lunch. Remember that peaceful floating we mentioned earlier? Yeah, that's not in the cards for you. As a great white shark, you've got a pretty significant design flaw. You can't breathe unless you're swimming. Imagine having to jog 24/7 just to get oxygen. No breaks, no power naps, no Netflix and chill. You've got to keep moving, or it's lights out. Even when you're sleeping, part of your brain stays active to keep you swimming. Talk about FOMO taken to the extreme. And here's where things get even more interesting. You're basically a swimming furnace. Unlike most fish, you're warm-blooded, which means you're burning through energy like a teenager burns through their phone battery. You need to eat, a lot. But finding food isn't as easy as swimming up to the local drive-thru. You've got to chase down prey that really doesn't want to be caught, all while maintaining that perfect body temperature. Speaking of temperature, you're like Goldilocks in a wetsuit. Too hot? Your organs could cook. Too cold? Your muscles might seize up. You've got to find waters that are just right, which means you're constantly on the move. We're talking thousands of miles every year with no place to call home. It's like being on a never-ending road trip, except there are no rest stops, no snack machines, and definitely no comfy motels. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought you had enough on your plate, modern life throws you some extra challenges. That tasty seal you've been eyeing? It might actually be a plastic bag. That nice open stretch of ocean? Watch out for the fishing nets. They're like invisible spider webs of doom. And those cool sonic vibrations you're picking up? Could be a ship about to turn you into a shark pancake. Making friends isn't exactly easy either. You're a loner by nature, which might sound cool until you realize just how lonely it gets. While dolphins are out there having pod parties and whales are singing their elaborate songs, you're swimming solo. The only time you really interact with other great whites is during mating season, and let's be honest, those encounters are less about romance and more about survival of the species. The dating scene? It's basically speed dating at its fastest. Female sharks have evolved some pretty thick skin, literally, because courtship often involves getting bitten. Talk about rough love. And after all that effort, you might only have pups once every 2 or 3 years. Not exactly ideal for maintaining the family line, especially with all the threats your species faces. Oh, and let's talk about your public image. Thanks to certain movies, you know the one. Humans think you're nothing but a mindless killing machine with a taste for surfboards. Reality check. You're actually pretty picky about what you eat, and humans aren't on your preferred menu. But try explaining that to someone who's watched one too many shark horror films. The truth is, being a great white shark is like being the misunderstood tough kid at school. Everyone thinks you're the bully, But really, you're just trying to survive in a world that's getting tougher by the day. Your prey is disappearing, your home is warming up and filling with plastic, and despite being at the top of the food chain, you're more vulnerable than ever. But hey, at least you look cool, right? Those rows of serrated teeth, that streamlined body, that legendary dorsal fin cutting through the water, you're basically the Ferrari of the ocean. Too bad you can't appreciate it, since you can't actually see how awesome you look. Those black eyes are made for hunting, not admiring your reflection. So next time you think about these incredible predators, remember, they're not living the dream. They're just trying to survive. From their first moments fighting for life in the womb to their endless marathon, swim through increasingly hostile waters, great white sharks have it tough. They're not monsters, they're survivors. And their story deserves to be told. And speaking of misunderstood predators, wait until you hear about what it's like to be the king of the jungle. Those majestic cats face challenges that'll make your jaw drop. And trust me, you won't believe how similar their struggles are to our shark friends. But that's another story for another day. Like what you've learned? Smash that like button harder than a great white smashes through the water's surface. Hit subscribe to dive deeper into the fascinating world of nature's most incredible creatures. And let me know in the comments, which great white shark fact surprised you the most? Was it the sibling rivalry before birth? Or the fact that they can never stop swimming? Share your thoughts below.